Hello guys, in this video I will show you how you can use some filters such as low pass filter, high pass filter, medium filter or Gaussian filter on your image. Let's start uh, with our code. As you remember, we have to add some module or library for our code that we need. Here we add the iOS stream module to our code. Core that you know about this, it just used for the basic calculation for the code. Also, we have to use a HiGUI library for read or load and show an image, and also for some filters that we want to use, we have to use image pros or image processing module or library in our code. Also, similar to the previous one, we have to use some namespace such as CV or STD. Okay, let's go to the main parts of the code. First, as you know, we have to read an image. For example, we wrote Imrit to read a Lena image in the grayscale, and also you know that we have to use class of math for this variable. Okay, we want to return zero, we want to close or return zero to our code if we cannot load the image. So we can write it by this if or another or if you want to show some sentences, you can read you can write quotes or your sentences similar to the previous codes. Okay, first we start with the low pass filter. First, we have to define a new variable. We call it result. For example, for the result of low pass filter. And we know that we have to define a class for this that is math. By command blur, we can apply a blur filter or low pass filter on the image, and it's the built-in OpenCV function blur. First we have to write the input, that is image, that we define it here. Then output, that's the result. It means that after add this filter to the image, it returns the new value in the new variable, that is result here. And also we can find a window size for the filter, but for example we define it 5 by 5 here. Okay, if we want to show the image and you know that for showing two images or more images in parallel, we have to introduce some figures or new windows. Okay, for the blur image, we can introduce this windows, blur image, and if we want to compare it with the original image, we can use a new windows named original image. For the blur image, we can use imshow, the name of windows, and the variable or output of the filter. And for the original image, the variable of the original image here. If we run it, okay, we can see the original image here and a blur image, and you can easily see that this the more blur compared with the original image. Okay, with this command you can easily apply the low pass filter on your image. We can change the window size and change the effective of blur on your image. Okay, we can also use the Gaussian blur image. Here you can see this. For this, we define a new variable, result2, for the result of the Gaussian blur. Let me to write it here. Excuse me. Gaussian filter. Okay, result, we will define the output as a result 2. For the Gaussian, we use the Gaussian blur comment here, input, output, window size, and then we can define the sigma value for the Gaussian blur, and we can show it in the Gaussian blur windows, result 2 and Gaussian blur. And if we run this code, if it shows us the original image, blur image, and the Gaussian blur image, and we can see we have more details here compared with this because we use the Gaussian filter instead of low pass filter. Okay, let's continue with the code. For the band pass filter, we can use the median blur comment. It means that we use the median filter for the band pass filter. Similar to previous one, we have to introduce a new or make a new variable of class of math, result3. Then we use median blur comment, input, that's the original image, and the result3, that's the output, and also the size of that. Then we can introduce new windows and show the result in that windows. Okay, let's show it. Gaussian blur, original image, blur image, and median. Let me to fit it in the screen. And median, it just passed the median frequency, medium frequency, not low frequency, and high frequency just pass the medium frequency as showed it in its name, median image. And the last one, or the last filter that we can use, is high pass filter. Again, new variable for a result. So one of the high pass filter is Laplacian. We can use this filter as a high pass filter, input, output, and some variables for the this filter that is required. Then we can show it on the windows of Laplacian image. If we run this code, okay, Gaussian image, original image, blurred, then median image, and Laplacian image. And you know, we can see easily a gray value here. It's the result of this because we don't have that much high frequency details in this image. But if we change the some values here, maybe we can retrieve some edges, or we can see some high frequency details that most of the times are the edges of the image in that image. But with this value we can see gray windows. For this, it means that it can pass all the frequency details, and you can see that details in this image. And that's it. And you can see easily with the Laplacian comment, median filter, median blur comment, Gaussian blur, and blur comment. You can easily use the low pass filter, Gaussian filter, median filter, and high pass filter for your image. That this for this video. See you on next video. Bye.